going to learn the new topic called writing chemical equation. But before that, let us recall back how to write down a chemical formula before we go to equation. Okay, I have written already for you. Okay, this is in page 69 of your notes. Okay, so let me recall very quickly. Now, if you see this, there are three acids here. You haven't learned yet, but uh, for uh, to introduce you, okay, these three acids you need to memorize first. We haven't gone to acid, bases, and salts topic yet, but let me tell you, these are the formula for acid. This one you need to memorize. Okay, the rest, I believe we have done already the exercises in the lessons, face-to-face lesson. Okay, right. Let me recall very quickly. Sodium hydroxide should be NaOH. If you have memorized the formula or the ions, this one should be very easy. If you have questions, you can ask me during the face-to-face lesson. Okay, aluminum oxide I have discussed also last lesson. Magnesium chloride 2, MgCl2. Notice the L here. Okay, I use a small letter L. Iron 3 sulfate is Fe2 bracket SO4 bracket 3. If you wonder how I get this, you can ask me again during lesson. Silver nitrate and AgNO3, zinc carbonate ZnCO3, potassium carbonate K2CO3, ammonium fluoride NH4. Ammonium is 4 plus charge. A plus charge. Sorry, ammonium is NH4 plus. The charge is plus. So fluoride is F minus. I pause here because this ammonium ion can be quite difficult to handle, right? So it's NH4F, right? So you need to recall this. Let's do it very quickly. But for ionic compound, you need to memorize that I see before. Okay, right. Ammonia is NH3. Methane is CH4. All right. Oxygen gas is O2. Chlorine is Cl2. Notice that some gases need to memorize. Some have two, some have no two. Okay, carbon dioxide is CO2. Right. See, difference that mono means one, di means two. So, and then you check the O here. Okay, it's right. Water is simple, H2O. Hydrogen, H2. Phosphorus trifluoride. The word tri means three. Sorry. Uh, let me listen first. Right. Okay. PF3. Okay. Right. So you need to recall this before we go to the chemical formula. Chemical equation. This is a chemical formula. Now we are going to the chemical equation. So what are chemical equations? Basically, chemical equation will summarizes what happens during a chemical reaction. Okay. For example, in this equation, it means that methane, right? Methane is a natural gas. It can burn in oxygen to give you water and carbon dioxide. Okay, methane burns in oxygen, give you water and carbon dioxide gas. Right, methane is a fuel. Okay, it's used in cooking, some cooking gas. And what does the equation say? One molecule of methane will react with two molecule of oxygen, okay, to produce this other product, water. Right, there are two of them, C, and one carbon dioxide. Okay, and one carbon dioxide. We'll talk about the balancing equation more in the SLS or the next lesson. Okay, right. So in chemical equation, there are two parts. Okay, you have the left hand side of the arrow. Okay, we call this reactants. From the word react, Okay, sorry. Yeah. On the right hand side of the arrow, we call them products. Okay, because they are produced in the reaction. All right. So this is a chemical reaction. Right. Then chemical equation is produced by chemical reaction. So it provides you the information for the reactants that react together and the products that are produced. Okay, these are the reactants that react together. These are the product that is produced. Products. Okay, right. And also tell you the quantities. Right. Check out the number here. Right. These are the quantities. Right. And the physical states. The physical states. I will discuss this later. So how to write down the chemical equation? Okay, you see this step, right? So I'll go to just step 1 and step 2. Okay, step 3 next time. Okay, right. Let's say for example here, let's write down the chemical equation. All right. Okay, let's say for example we have a chemical reaction. A chemical reaction where a special metal called sodium. Okay, and look out for the keywords. The keyword here is reacts with chlorine gas. Now react in equation, right? It's just like you add together. Okay, you can substitute this with plus. Okay, and the product form something like arrow is sodium chloride. Okay, so basically form a sentence. Okay, the sentence we give can be quite straightforward like this. However, in exam, it can be quite hidden, not that clear. Right, then you can actually get the word equation out. Okay, how? Let's look this. Sodium plus chlorine gas will give you sodium chloride. Okay, please write this down in your uh, notebook. Okay, so after you have got the equation out, all right, or if you are expert already, you can figure this out inside your mind, no need to write down. Then you write down the chemical formula. Okay, step 2. This is for beginners. Sodium is Na. Check this in the periodic table. Chlorine gas. Okay, we have wrote about the chlorine gas just now. Remember chlorine gas? Chlorine gas is Cl2. Cl2, huh? Okay, let's go back. Okay, chlorine gas is Cl2. This one must memorize, Cl2. Oops, my pen. Sodium chloride, you need to work out, as NaCl. Okay, right. Then you write down the equation. Sodium plus chlorine gas will give you sodium chloride. And need to balance in the front numbers. Okay, the front number. Okay, you just look at how I balance. I will go through in that. Okay, 2 chlorine and 2 here. All right. Your state symbols: solid, liquid, gas equals. Okay, this is solid gas. This one also is a solid. Okay, this one you have to see the reaction. You have to see the reaction physically, then you can know it's solid, liquid, or gas. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's do another example. This. Okay. Just in the meantime, just record first in your notebook. Okay. Balancing question. I will skip first. Right. I will skip first. Okay. Right. So let us go and try out writing down the equations only. Right. The equations here. Okay. Right. We shall do this first. So hydrogen gas. Check your previous pages. H2. Nitrogen and 2. Ammonia and H3. Okay. Now, magnesium is Mg. This is not ions, this is elements. Hydrochloric acid, as I have written down the formula later, just now. Okay, magnesium chloride is MgCl2. When I work it out, this is must do the working. right? And hydrogen is H2. Okay, right. So write it down. Let's look at the more difficult equation. I just want you to convert for the word equation to word equation without balancing yet. Sodium carbonate is Na2CO3. Okay, just give you an idea. Carbonate is contain sodium carbonate contain sodium ion and carbonate ion. So can you see why the formula for sodium carbonate is as such? Okay, think about it. Hydrochloric acid to memorize. Sodium chloride again. Okay, we have 8 sodium chloride every day. It's actually a table salt plus carbon dioxide. Okay, calcium oxide. Okay, calcium oxide is made up of calcium ion and oxide ion. Nitric acid is HNO3. Calcium nitrate, Ca bracket NO3 bracket 2 plus water H2O. Okay, last one, carbon plus carbon dioxide will give you carbon monoxide. Okay, so the converting of this is not that difficult. All right, to balance it is another problem. Okay, so I stop for now. Please go and see the YouTube video for how to balance equation. Then you try to balance this equation. I'll give their answers maybe end of this week. Okay, thank you.